Up and running, and Villapon is loud.
Hello and welcome to the Villa Park podcast, and that is a special festive intro for you all. We're going to get into the Christmas spirit, and this is your instant match reaction to Aston Villa 2, Legia Warsaw 1, and Villa are well in control of Group E. Already qualified, but well in control of winning that group. We couldn't quite get it over the line with the 2-goal margin win, but a win is a win nonetheless. So smash that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you are new to the channel, we are very close to 2,750 subscribers. We want to hit 3K before Christmas, so like, subscribe, and get your comments in down below, your thoughts on the performance, your man of the match, and anything else that you want to talk about tonight's game. So yeah, let's get into it. So first of all, starting lineup was announced, and a few people a little bit concerned that Martinez and Watkins not included in the starting lineup. Martinez obviously on the bench, Watkins not in the squad at all. Apparently a bit of an illness, and I know there's lots of bugs going around at the moment with the cold weather, so maybe he's just getting himself right for Sunday. But Olsen was in goal. Cash back in his familiar right back slot, Konsa and Longley at centre back, and a return of Alex Moreno, who we will come on to a little bit more towards the latter end of the show. McGinn, Kamara, Louise, and Tielemans in that midfield, and then Moussa Diaby and John Duran making his comeback appearance as well. So a fairly attacking lineup, some surprises in there, but good to see some players certainly getting some minutes. And obviously we started off absolutely fantastically well. Moussa Diaby scoring the goal on 3 minutes, and getting us off to a wonderful start. Yuri Tielemans picks up a loose ball in and around the mid part of Legia Warsaw's half, and playing a lovely weighted pass through to Moussa Diaby in his favourite position. Cuts inside the defender, bends it in with his left foot into the bottom corner. Wonderful goal, and a cracking start for Villa. And looked like the situation against AZ Alkmaar, where we scored an early goal, looked like that was really going to settle Villa into the game and kind of be a comfortable night. But Legia Warsaw had other ideas and really pressed us, and you could kind of see that it was a little bit disjointed. That does happen when you tend to play players who haven't really played together so much. Obviously, Olsen being in goal, Longley and Konsa at centre back, and Moreno coming back in, who did take a bit of time to get into the game, which is understandable, but a bit of dilly-dallying on the ball quite a lot. Maybe also not quite understanding where players should be or should be passing it, and when they should be passing it. And we were riding our luck, and to be honest, Legia were really pressing, and had a lot of joy in terms of picking up the ball, and could have caused more problems before they actually did. And then Mucci on 20 minutes, after a poor pass from Kamara, who was quite wasteful in possession in that first half. He kind of double bluffed him, and I think Kamara thought that he was going to go and press Ezri Konsa. He didn't. He held his run. Kamara played a blind pass, and aiming for Matty Cash, but Mucci hadn't run on. He intercepts the pass, but then what an absolute wonderful finish. Takes a touch and curls it right into the top corner in front of the Holt end on 20 minutes. An absolutely wonderful goal. Fair play to him, and he looks a real talent. He's scored 3 goals against Villa across the 2 games, and he looks an absolute real talent. So, if any scouts are watching, I'd be certainly looking to keep my eyes on him in that league, because he's really performed, and he looks like he's got a trick. He looks like he can beat a man. He looks like he's got good pace. He presses. He puts himself about. He can score. And to be honest, he gave Matty Cash a really tough game today. And I'm sure Matty Cash would echo that in terms of one of the toughest defenders that he's toughest attackers that he's faced. So yeah, I thought he was excellent, and I think Legia over the course of the game really did cause us problems, and they were making deeper runs. They were playing longer passes that was beating the offside trap, and we always had to be on our game. We did look quite dangerous going forward. I thought there were some nice touches from Diaby and Duran. McGinn at times was getting involved in the game, but was a little bit quiet. Particularly in that first half, and Moreno was venturing down that left-hand side, but we weren't necessarily finding him as regularly as we wanted to, and we didn't have too many chances in that first half. More kind of dangerous openings that didn't really lead to too much in terms of of chances, and a couple of tweaks were needed at half time, and that's what happened really. We came out for the second half with much more intent, much more pace in our passing, and it almost paid off right at the right towards the start of that second half, where Diaby again got through. Lovely pass from Matty Cash, I think it was this time, down that right hand side. Cash was getting more forwards and causing problems, and he cuts inside, has the shot, and the keeper makes a cracking save to deny him. That being said, Legia also did hit the bar with a strange header from their left back who was getting forward, but we saw that out and managed to move on, and then on the 55th minute, 59th minute, I apologise, pick up another free kick on the right hand side, and another wonderful delivery from Douglas Luiz. John McGinn picked up an interesting position where he was standing in an offside position in and around the penalty spot, maybe blocking the goalkeeper, maybe blocking someone's view, or looking at an area for Douglas Luiz to hit. He then backs off, totally out of the play. Ball comes across, and Alex Moreno with a great finish at the back post on the volley with his right foot, right into the roof of the net from point blank range. Absolutely fantastic finish, and great for him in his first start of the season to get a goal, and yeah, that really calmed a lot of the nerves down for Villa, and then we could move on to really try and put the hammer, the nail in the coffin, so to speak. But it didn't quite happen, and I thought the introduction of Leon Bailey and Jacob Ramsey was really welcome. Ramsey now getting another 20 minutes in his legs. He had a couple of really dangerous runs, put a shot just wide, and Leon Bailey again with probably the chance of the night to put us to 3-1. Great raking ball from Olsen. Beautiful touch from Bailey to bring the ball down, and then in one movement tries to lob the goalkeeper, who was kind of in no man's land. Ball hits the underside of the bar, bounces right onto the line. Everyone thought it was over the line, but I mean, it would have been a phenomenal goal had it gone in, because the touch was wonderful. And but unfortunately, it bounced out, and yeah, again, we huffed and puffed with a couple of openings towards the end. Couldn't quite get that final ball. Zaniolo came on, Luca Dean came on, and right at the very end, we managed to go out on a break. Luca Dean gets the ball freed down the left-hand side. He plays a beautiful ball low cross across the box. Zaniolo goes near post, misses it, and for some reason, Duran doesn't attack the back post, lets it go past him, where it would have been an easy tap in for him to put it in, but doesn't manage to finish it, or doesn't gamble on it. So yeah, we get the 2-1 win, which is a really good win, because Legia Warszawa, as I said, are a good side, and we're no mugs, and we've had games at home in this conference league where we've really had some tough games, and teams are definitely raising their game coming to Villa Park. 1-0 against Zrinski, 2-1 against Alkmaar, where we had to come from behind, and then 2-1 win today, where we got kind of pegged back in terms of taking the lead, but then going on to win it in the second half. And the passing was much better, the tempo was much better in the second half, and I think Emery will be satisfied satisfied and pleased with the performance and pleased with getting some minutes in players' legs. You know, the likes of Longley, Olsen getting a full game, Moreno getting 70 minutes, Ramsey coming on for 20-25 minutes. So yeah, that would be really good in terms of, you know, giving players and also being able to rest players. You know, McGinn coming off with 20 minutes to go, Tielemans coming off with 20 minutes to go, even Louise coming off, you know, right at the end, to be honest. But you know, being able to do that and resting Martinez as well, resting Pau Torres. So that really does set us up nicely for Sunday's game. And winning's a habit, you know. It doesn't matter what competition you're in, you want to be winning games, and to be sitting in top spot in the Conference League is a nice position to be in. 12 points. I will just get the screen up for everyone to see. But yeah, 12 points from the 5 games. Obviously, lost the first one against Legia Warsaw, but now won 4 in a row in the group. 5 on goal difference. Legia have a tough task against AZ Alkmaar to overcome, so that's going to be a tough game for them. Obviously, they will be at home though, but AZ getting the win today, so keeps them in with a shout of potentially qualifying. I believe you guys in the comments can correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, Villa sitting in top spot, going away to Zrinski, which again will be a tough game. But you would fancy us to win that game. Whether Emery makes a few changes or not is remains to be seen. I do think he will, particularly after the 3 games in a row next week in terms of Bournemouth, Man City, and Arsenal. So that will be interesting to see. But again, really good performance, particularly second half. Really good victory against a tough side, and you can see us growing into this tournament. And hopefully we can move on, get into that last 16. Avoid that playoff leg and really kind of attack this tournament and go ahead and win it. Like I say, guys, you guys let me know in the comments what your thoughts on the performance were. Man of the match, I thought Moreno grew into the game. I thought Diaby looked sharp. It was nice to see him get on the score sheet. I thought Longley looked fairly assured at that left side of centre back. Didn't think Konsa was amazing. Maybe again because he's got Olsen behind him and a different centre back partnership in Longley. But yeah, I mean, I'd maybe Louise was again fairly solid. But yeah, it's quite a difficult one to give a man of the match to. Probably Diaby or Moreno on the basis of them scoring a goal. But again, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. Has anyone kind of played themselves into contention for Sunday? Who really impressed you? And your thoughts on kind of moving forward in this Conference League. Are we the real favourites for this competition? Do you think our name is on the trophy, so to speak? Guys, thank you all for watching. Do hit that like button. Do hit that subscribe button. We're so close to 2,750 on the road to 3K. We want to do it before Christmas. You guys can help us get there. We'll be back tomorrow night for match preview for Bournemouth, and then we've got plenty of shows lined up for the weekend. Match reaction, instant match reaction, fans forum, all that jazz. So don't look anywhere else than this channel. Thank you again for watching, and as always, remember, we'll follow the Villa. Thanks, everyone.
Up and running, and Villa is loud.